forecast with meteorologist Joseph Fink.
Good morning, everybody. 5:48 now, and taking a look at your Christmas Eve forecast. It looks like a pretty quiet start to the day out there. Not really seeing any visibility issues on our sky cams this morning. And while it is a quieter start, it is also a slightly warmer one. It's still a little cool. The mid-50s is definitely your average, and a pretty even one for that matter. Most temperatures not really departing too much from each other. The only exception being the coastline, only a little bit warmer, around 60 degrees if you're right along the water in Cameron. In general, though, this is a good anywhere from 10 to almost 20 degrees warmer than this time yesterday, especially for pockets that were particularly cool this time yesterday morning. But with that warmer springboard, it does look like a generally warmer day ahead of us. Fortunately, although dew points have been following behind those temperatures to some degree, as our humidity levels slowly increase, they're not right on top of them. And visibility doesn't look like we're going to see any issues this morning. You might see some very thin fog pop up in a couple of more densely wooded areas, but even that doesn't look like it'll get dense enough to cause any traffic related issues. Now, pardon me, as for satellite and radar here, it does look like there are a few sprinkles further off in eastern Texas, but for us locally, we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of activity this morning or throughout the day in general here. It does look like you will have at least some potential for a stray light shower on occasion, but most of what we're seeing on satellite is cloudy skies, nearly overcast. That's going to hold back a lot of your morning sunshine, definitely make it a bit more shady out there once the sun comes up. But for the most part, you are expecting a generally quiet day, though it's definitely getting busier around us. Activity building up on the larger picture here, and it definitely pulling on some Gulf moisture to support it. And we'll even have a little disturbance bringing up those rain chances, but that's more overnight tonight, and we'll touch on that in just a moment here. As for the present, it looks like we're still hanging on to a decent southeastern breeze that will be pushing gusts around 15 to 20 miles per hour throughout the day here. A little bit stronger if you're closer to the water by the coastline, and it looks like it might be a touch higher for most areas as we get further into this afternoon, but not by much. It's definitely supporting those temperatures to continue to rise, though. And if you take a look at Futurecast here, despite not a lot of sunshine, you will still be getting some breaks there, and that is likely to put temperatures back in the upper 60s to low 70s through noon into the early afternoon hours. And in general here, while rain chances are mostly low, you'll have a slight chance at a passing stray shower or sprinkle throughout the day for the most part and even into this evening. But that's when we're really paying attention to rain chances, because it looks like some showers and storms are going to get more organized in a line across eastern Texas late tonight. And that is going to be trying to push into our area, breaking up a bit right as it pushes across the state line for most models. There's a very, very low risk here of getting a couple stronger thunderstorms, but most of that is going to stay in Texas. So we're looking at maybe some rumbles of thunder and a scattering of lighter showers with some decent coverage for early in the morning on Christmas Day. So you might need an umbrella or some rain gear if you're heading out the door early, if you're heading out at all first thing tomorrow. But it does look like that clears up by midday into lunchtime, leaving us with a quieter afternoon and even a bit of sunshine that will still have temperatures on the warmer side. So you might have to wait a little bit to use some of those outdoor toys, but you will still be able to get the kids to go outside once that rain comes to an end and maybe give you some peace and quiet, some of those new noisemakers. But looking at your bigger picture here, it definitely looks like we're still going to stay in a more active pattern for the week in general, with more disturbances and definitely not putting an end to that generally southern flow across the area, even with that little disturbance passing us by. So rain chances are likely to pick up again Thursday to Friday, and it looks like Saturday we'll see a cold front passing through to bump up those rain chances again, but then it should quiet things down and leave us with some slightly cooler temperatures as we get ready to head into the new year. Really not far away here, but we still have Christmas to celebrate first, and it looks like that might be a little damp to start off, but at least it's not the whole day and not too much heavy rainfall, so it should still be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, not too bad. Thank you, Joseph. It is